When we look up at the night sky, we see a universe of wonder, beauty, and often what appears to be serene tranquility. Planets like Jupiter, gleaming brightly, seem like silent guardians in the cosmic dance. But what if that tranquil facade hides something far more sinister? What if one of our celestial neighbours isn't just a giant, but a monstrous entity, a cosmic horror show with an insatiable hunger for destruction? Today, we're diving deep into the true nature of Jupiter, and by the end of this journey, you'll understand why this planet isn't just big. It's the scariest place in our solar system. Let's begin with the sheer unfathomable scale of Jupiter. Most people know it's large, but large doesn't even begin to cover it. Jupiter is so massive you could stuff over 1,300 Earths inside its volume and still have room to spare. Its mass is truly mind-boggling, exceeding the combined mass of all the other planets in our solar system by 2.5 times. That's a significant detail because this isn't just a matter of size, it's a matter of gravitational influence, and that influence is terrifying. If Jupiter had just been about 80 times more massive during its formation, nuclear fusion would have ignited in its core, birthing a second sun, making our solar system a binary star system. We would live in a radically different, perhaps uninhabitable environment. Instead, we got something equally, if not more, dangerous. A planet that borders on being a star, a gravitational behemoth that plays by its own rules. Now let's peel back the atmospheric layers of this titan. What you find isn't just weather, it's an apocalypse in perpetual motion. Imagine storms that make Earth's most violent hurricanes look like a gentle breeze. The most iconic feature, the Great Red Spot, has been raging for at least 400 years, potentially much longer. This single storm is literally wider than Earth. Its edges churn with winds exceeding 400 kilometers per hour, though by Jovian standards, that's considered rather mild. Deeper within the atmosphere, monstrous jet streams rip across the planet at speeds over 600 kilometers per hour. These aren't just high winds, they are colossal walls of gas moving faster than the speed of sound on our home planet. There's no solid surface to break the onslaught, no land masses to create friction and slow them down. It's an endless, churning maelstrom of unimaginable power. But the storms, as terrifying as they are merely the surface level horrors. As you plunge deeper into Jupiter's atmosphere, the situation grows exponentially more terrifying. There's no ground, no solid planet to land on. The atmospheric pressure increases with every kilometer, crushing whatever dares to descend. At a certain depth, the pressure becomes so extreme that regular hydrogen gas, the very stuff we have in abundance on Earth, undergoes a bizarre transformation. It becomes a liquid metal. Think about that. Liquid metallic hydrogen. It sounds like something from a cyberpunk novel, but it's very real. And it's the engine behind one of Jupiter's most destructive features, its magnetic field. Earth's magnetic field is a benevolent shield, protecting us from harmful solar radiation and making life possible. Jupiter's magnetic field, however, is a monstrous, amplified version. It's roughly 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. If you could somehow visualize its true extent, it would appear larger than the full moon in our sky. This invisible force field stretches millions of kilometers into space, reaching all the way to Saturn's orbit, making it the largest continuous structure in the entire solar system. But unlike Earth's, Jupiter's magnetic field doesn't protect. It annihilates. This colossal magnetic field acts like a gigantic cosmic particle accelerator. It traps charged particles from the solar wind, accelerating them to speeds approaching that of light. These hyper-energetic particles form radiation belts, so intense that they would deliver a lethal dose to an unprotected human in mere minutes, not hours, minutes. When NASA's Juno spacecraft journeyed to Jupiter, it had to be encased in a custom-built titanium radiation vault, weighing 200 kilograms, just to shield its delicate electronics. Even with this extreme protection, Juno can only make brief, carefully planned, close passes, because prolonged exposure would inevitably fry its systems. The Galileo probe, designed to plunge into Jupiter's atmosphere and gather data, was subjected to a radiation dose equivalent to 25 million dental X-rays before it finally succumbed, crushed and vaporized by the immense pressure. This is not a planet, it's a cosmic death sentence, and the horror doesn't stop there. Jupiter's gravitational pull is not just immense, it's an active, ongoing force that has profoundly shaped and continues to shape our entire solar system. It's a cosmic wrecking ball. Scientists widely believe that Jupiter didn't just form where it is now. It migrated inward during the solar system's early chaos, scattering debris, absorbing would-be planets, and dramatically influencing the trajectory of every other body around it. There's a compelling hypothesis called the Grand Tack, which suggests Jupiter ventured as close as Mars' current orbit before Saturn's emergence pulled it back out. This inward and outward migration would have been cataclysmic, destroying or ejecting most of the raw material in the inner solar system, explaining why the asteroid belt exists not as remnants of a single destroyed planet, but as rubble from planets that never got the chance to fully form, all thanks to Jupiter. Jupiter's gravitational reign of terror isn't confined to ancient history. It's an ongoing process. Comets, asteroids, and other rogue objects hurtling through space are constantly being influenced by its immense pull. Jupiter acts like a gigantic cosmic vacuum cleaner, either absorbing these objects, flinging them into the sun, or ejecting them from the solar system entirely. We witnessed this terrifying power firsthand in 1994, when Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 was captured by Jupiter's gravity, ripped into 21 fragments, and then, one by one, those fragments slammed into the planet's atmosphere at a staggering 60 kilometers per second. The resulting impacts left scars larger than Earth and released energy equivalent to millions of nuclear bombs. Had that comet struck Earth, it would have undoubtedly meant extinction for countless species, including ours. While some argue Jupiter acts as our protector, deflecting dangerous objects is a double-edged sword. Its gravity also has the capacity to slingshot objects towards the inner solar system, increasing our risk. Jupiter gives, and Jupiter takes away. You might think that at least Jupiter's numerous moons offer some respite, some haven from the planetary monster. After all, Europa potentially harbours a subsurface ocean, and Ganymede is the largest moon in the solar system, promising candidates for finding life. But even these moons, these celestial children of Jupiter, exist within an extreme, horrifying radiation hellscape. Io, the closest large moon, is the most volcanically active body in our solar system. This isn't due to internal heat like Earth, but because Jupiter's immense gravity literally kneads it like dough. The tidal forces are so extreme that Io's surface is in a constant state of eruption, reshaping itself completely every few years. Europa, with its tantalizing ocean, orbits directly within Jupiter's most intense radiation belts. The radiation on Europa's surface is unequivocally lethal. Any future mission attempting to land there would need to drill through kilometers of ice just to reach the potentially shielded water below. And even then, its sophisticated electronics would face an unceasing bombardment of deadly particles. Even Ganymede boasts its own magnetic field, a unique feature among solar system moons, yet even this offers insufficient protection against Jupiter's relentless radiation onslaught. These moons aren't havens, they are prisoners, caught in a perpetual dance of destruction and creation around their monstrous primary. Let's pause and truly grasp the gravity of this situation. Jupiter isn't just dangerous in one isolated way, It's dangerous in every conceivable way, simultaneously. The immense pressure will crush anything. The radiation will kill. Its gravity traps everything in its vicinity. The storms devastate, and its magnetic field accelerates particles to speeds that warp the very fabric of reality for any mission attempting to study it. There is no safe way to approach Jupiter, no serene orbit, no gentle landing. Every single mission we send, there is a testament to human ingenuity and courage, operating on borrowed time against overwhelming odds. And here's the often overlooked truth. Jupiter is not a static object. It is still actively shaping our solar system. Its gravity continuously influences the orbits of countless asteroids, carves the trajectories of comets, and even subtly affects the wobble of the Sun itself. In a very real and profound sense, Jupiter continues to decide what flourishes and what perishes within its domain. So why do we persist in sending our most advanced spacecraft to this celestial nightmare? Because the terrifying aspects of Jupiter are precisely what make it an invaluable scientific treasure trove. That mysterious interior of liquid metallic hydrogen could unlock secrets about the formation of gas giants throughout the universe. Jupiter's extreme radiation environment acts as a natural laboratory for understanding magnetospheres and the fundamental physics of charged particles. Its moons, with their potential for life, represent the ultimate test of resilience in the most hostile environments imaginable. Juno, orbiting Jupiter since 2016, has provided revolutionary insights. We've discovered that Jupiter's core isn't a solid, distinct entity, but a fuzzy, diffuse region, potentially still assimilating material from ancient impacts. We've learned that the planet's atmospheric dynamics extend far deeper than previously imagined. Those monumental storms aren't simply surface phenomena, but penetrate hundreds of kilometers into the planet's depths. And we've confirmed that Jupiter's auroras, those spectacular light shows at its poles, are intricately powered by interactions with its innermost moons. Io's volcanic plumes, for instance, eject material that becomes ionized and funneled along magnetic field lines, creating light displays that make Earth's auroras seem like dim flickers. Despite all this groundbreaking knowledge, Jupiter remains fundamentally alien, a stark reminder of cosmic indifference. We will never set foot on Jupiter. There is no surface to walk on. We will never establish a lasting base in its atmosphere. The pressures and radiation make it an impossible dream. Even robotic exploration is a perilous, limited endeavour. Our most resilient spacecraft can only endure Jupiter's embrace for a few years, and only by meticulously planning their orbits to minimise exposure to the unrelenting radiation. Jupiter marks a definitive boundary, a place we can study, learn from, and marvel at, but never ever truly inhabit. It's a constant chilling reminder that the universe was not designed for human comfort or survival. The sobering reality is this. Jupiter has existed for 4.5 billion years. It watched as life first stirred on Earth. It will likely endure long after humanity has faded from existence. And through all those eons, it has remained consistently violent, fundamentally deadly, and eternally hungry. The next time you gaze up and spot Jupiter, appearing as a bright, steady beacon, understand that you're not seeing a peaceful neighbour. You're observing a storm that has raged since before the dinosaurs roamed. A radiation source that could end you in minutes. A gravitational well that has dictated the fate of countless worlds. Jupiter isn't the king of the planets because it's benevolent. It's the king because nothing else dared to challenge its reign and survived. This truly gives a terrifying new perspective to the gas giant we thought we knew. The cosmos is far more brutal and indifferent than our human-centric view often allows us to perceive, and Jupiter stands as the ultimate chilling proof.